Hi everyone, so today I have a little bit of a different video for you. I am going through right now and I'm prepping for my December daily. I have never done a December daily before, so I kind of struggled a little bit. Well, I don't want to say struggled. It took me longer to choose what I wanted to use because essentially not doing one before, you know, I'm not 100% sure what it is that I'm going to use. So I watched a lot of videos and read a ton of blogs and got my mind set on the things that I had wanted to use and then added a little bit to it. So to start off, first of all, I had this black plastic tray. It's something I already had. It's a Rubbermaid tray. I'm not sure if you can see the end here. It's just a drawer organizer. So nothing that I bought special for this at all. I had it already, but I liked it because it was large enough to hold everything that I wanted to use. Plus it had the smaller compartments in it that I could take and put, you know, my wood veneers in and other different things. I'm going to walk through and show you what's in each of these compartments and what my thought process is on how I'm going to do my December daily. I think I'm going to do mine a little different than how a lot of people do theirs. A lot of people take and make an own separate album for their December daily, like a 6x8 or an 8x11 or something like that. I have a lot of catch up to do in my album. I've been focusing a lot lately on, you know, designing and illustrating and working on my Halloween and fall and Christmas card series that I haven't had really a chance to scrap a whole lot lately, so I'm getting behind. So I'm going to try to make this a little bit more simple. I'm obviously planning on focusing on something every single day, hence December daily. But what I am planning on doing is not doing a full layout every single day. I plan on taking my regular, I believe it's the Design A pages from Becky Higgins for your regular 12x12 Project Life albums. Yeah, Design A. I'm going to follow the Design A, which is the 2 long, 4 3x4 verticals and the 2 long on the bottom. My thought is to put maybe 2 or 3 days on one front side and then another 2 or 3 days on the reverse side. So really in one day I'm just focusing on maybe 2, 3, or 4 cards as opposed to a whole 8 card layout, just to make it a little bit easier. So with that being said, and not really knowing what papers I'm going to use, I pulled out both a paper pad and also some cut apart journaling cards so that I could fill in. I'm trying to use a lot of my old stash that I have already. I'm trying not to really buy anything for Christmas this year. I'm going to try, but I had to buy one thing already, and that was the Take 10 Days of December kit, and I love it. It's the colors that I just love the colors of everything in it. And I put that all in its own section right here so that all of those kit contents stay together, because I think I'm going to end up using a part of this kit for my Christmas card series and holiday card series as well. So I left all of those elements together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through all of the compartments of what everything is. Real quick, I'm not going into a ton of detail, and then I have some other things set aside that didn't fit into this, and I'll show you those too. So first thing is the forefront little sections. I decided to keep these my smaller items, the things that I'm going to pick and grab for the most, which I know are going to be my embellishments. So starting on your right, it would be it's a lot of wood veneers. These are different, you know, Mary, Santa Claus banners, 25s. I also have some wooden snowflakes in here, and then the next section is stars and trees, and then in this one here is, I believe this is American Crafts. I picked this up last year at TJ Maxx or Marshall's, and I pulled these because it's got a real cartoon type style to it, and especially these reindeer. And I pulled these because the Oh Dear paper pad from Fancy Pants that I'm planning on using this year has a lot of these cute and whimsical patterns in it, and then there's also some reindeer in this too. So that's the biggest reason why I pulled that, and I really think they look a lot alike. They're super cute. So there's that. And then in the last section over here is a cut file. This cut file I designed for the Studio 29 designs and Take 10 kits. I'm not sure when it's going to be available, but they're going to be the only place it's going to be exclusive to them. So if you're looking for a cut file like this, you have to watch and follow the Studio 29 designs and Take 10 on Facebook. It's a cut file, and what it is there's something for every single day from day 1 to day 20 or 31. 1 to 31, a cut file that I can use these on my different pages or layout or whatever. So there's 31 of these in here, and I didn't, as you can see, I didn't finish punching them all out when I put them in here. But so that is those. The next section is these two here, and these are some smaller add-on things or different. This is the whole entire Days of December kit from the Studio 29 designs. Some of it is exclusive to them, some of it is not. And she based the design of hers on the Fancy Pants Oh Dear line, and I love it. I think it's so cute. I love the colors of it because you've got the traditional reds and greens, plus you also have the really fun and cute teals and grays and pinks in there, so it's just awesome. So the kit came with this, the stickers, there's some frames, also the ephemera. It also comes with the Doodlebug washi tape and frosty frill. Oh, these are from Fancy Pants too. These are the coordinating sequins, and this is a big honkin' jar. This huge jar of sequins. And then the few items that were exclusive to Take 10 were these things here, and these are flare that Sarah designed. It says Believe in the Magic, and then there's snowflakes, and then there's this really big December acrylic piece, and I love that. So I'm thinking I'm going to incorporate that on my title page. And then also are the wood veneers that Sarah designed, and these are 3x4 to fit in your 3x4 pocket, and they're wood veneers and they're etched, and I just love them. I think they're so cute. And then this one says Celebrate. So I'm trying to stick with those, just those few things new for this year, but we'll see how that goes because I'm going to start Christmas shopping, and I know I'm just going to find everything. So the next part is just some little different things just to add something little. So I pulled out my So Easy red and green, and then I also had this metallic from a friend that has the metallic red and green in there, so I pulled that out. And then sometimes whenever I do cards that I just love what the sentiment on it is saying, I love everything that's going on and I don't want to do anything to it, sometimes I just add little flicks of color. And I pulled out the color of Mr. Huey's in Doris and Plum Thumb, and also the Dilutions in Postbox Red and Fresh Lime. So I pulled those out just to maybe add some flicks of color to pages. And then the back section is really a huge section. It literally is everything embellishments. When I do my layouts, these are the things that I tend to put on my pages last, so I put those towards the back to make it a little easier to not look at those first. But they just consist of a lot of stuff in here that I have is from the My Mind's Eye Lost and Found Christmas. There's enamel dots, buttons, brads, layered stickers, chipboards, numbers, that kind of a thing. I also pulled these out. I have some flair. This stack of goodies I just had gotten from a friend last week. So I wanted to make sure I kept these in here because I want to use these. I just love the snowman suit. And look how cute these acorns are. I thought those were adorable. So I left these out in here because I wanted to make sure I use these because these critters are just cute. And then this over here is some things that I pulled from my stash that I had left over from last Christmas and the Christmas before. Just random stickers and embellishments. You know, both cartoon-like and more of a vintage style because, you know, my pages change every single day with what style I'm doing. So, and then right behind that I have some longer embellishments. Some October Afternoon chipboard stickers. There's some banners again from the My Mind's Eye Lost and Found Christmas, and then some chipboards from Lost and Found Christmas. So this primarily is all of my embellishments, all for the exception of this 6x6 paper pad, because this is the only 6x6 paper pad that I am planning on right now focusing the layouts on. So that's all that is in there. Other than this, there are only a few other items that I plan on using right now, and those are items that are still on my 12x12 sheets, and I have kept them separate. If I don't use every single pocket on all of my pages from that fancy pants set, I pulled out some 3x4 journaling cards. I have a tendency to have way more 3x4 journaling cards than I do 4x6s. So I pulled out all of my 3x4s in hopes that I can use a lot of these on the smaller middle row of the page layout, and then like on the top 4x6s and the bottom 4x6s, use those areas for the fancy pants and the coordinating embellishments to tie everything together. But for the 4 center, I hope this all makes sense. I'm really rambling. For the 4 center ones, that is where I tend to do a lot of journaling. So I pulled these out because these I can use for journaling, whereas opposed the other ones are more of a pattern printed paper. I can use those just to add my pictures and some of my larger embellishments on and not journal so much on those. So these I'm hoping to coordinate with that. This also has a B-side. This is their Silent Night collection. So there is a B-side to this, which looks like this. So if all else fails and you don't have something here, hopefully there'll be something there that I can use. And then I have in here too some coordinating papers also from the same line. I just love these deer and these mice, so that, you know, that gives me an option too. If I either run out of the other paper pad, or if I want to try to tie everything all in together. I'm not sure how this is all going to go because, like I said before, I have never done one, so I'm hoping that I'm over planning. I also pulled out some of the Echo Park papers that I have. This is from the Reflections Christmas, and this one is from the 'Tis the Season. Same idea. I really don't think I'm going to use these ones. Same thing with this one. I pulled out the Teresa Collins Santa's List. I have some paper and cards with this one. I really don't think I'm going to use these, but I pulled them anyways, just in case. But I really want to use these October Afternoon ones. I've had these since last year, and I love them. And I think with the whole reindeer and everything, that'll go together cute. And then lastly is I have a couple of sheets of chipboard. This is the Cosmo Cricket Mitten Weather. I've used a few pieces off of it. That ornament's still there, and so is one of those. So I've used a couple things, but not a whole lot, but there's still a lot left on here, and I love the snowflakes, and they're the teal colors that I think might work with the others. So I grabbed those, and then I also had this one from Crate Paper, Sleigh Ride. A lot of the old school that I think might tie in cute with this if I decide to do that on a layout. So those are the items that I have pulled. Like I said, I hope I'm not making this too complicated for myself because I'm trying to keep it not doing one page every single day. I don't want to end up with 25 pages in my album, and I don't want a separate album just for this. I'm trying to keep this in with my second half of the year 12x12 album. So I'm going to try to keep it a little bit low-key, hopefully. We'll see where this goes in the end. So here's my organization. If you have any questions, I'll help you as much as I can. As far as where the products go and everything, I'll link Studio 29 Designs in the box below. My wood veneers are either American Crafts or Studio Calico. The day numbers are going to be an exclusive cut file kit through the Studio 29 Designs that I designed for them. And a lot of this other stuff back here I've just all picked up over the past years from either Michael's or Joann's. The only thing I could honestly say that I'm not sure is this stuff here, and I want to say a lot of it came from Tuesday Mornings or Michael's. So I didn't really buy this stuff straight from the manufacturer. This is stuff that I have just picked up over the year when I find it super cheap and I just grab it. But other than that, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I hope this kind of helps with how I have my stuff organized and set up. I mean, of course, this doesn't include absolutely every single thing. I always keep my adhesive, my scissors, and my pens in its own little tray with my Stardust glitter pen and stuff always on my desk. So those things are already going to be there. But yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I hope this kind of helps everyone and gets your maybe juices flowing to bring your own things together if you're planning on doing your December daily this year. Thanks, guys. Have a great week.